Yo, what's going on guys? It's me, Morvi, and I'm back again with another achievement guide. Today we are playing one of the new Gamepass games, Katamari Damacy Reroll. Now, if you've never heard of this game, let me explain it to you. This is a remake of the original Katamari Damacy game that appeared on the PS2 in 2004. We take control of this little green lad called the Prince, and we take orders from the King of the Cosmos. He has us go down to Earth and pretty much steal everything. The aim of the game is quite simple. If you played games like Fishing Frenzy, it's very similar to that. What we do is we start with a little ball. We can pick up items that are smaller than the ball, and as we're picking up these smaller items, the ball is going to get bigger, which means we can pick up bigger items. Now, for the Present Master achievement, we need to collect all of the secret presents in each level. They are hidden quite well, so I would suggest using my guide, as yes, some took me quite a few hours to find. But don't you worry, I'm not going to let you waste hours of your life. That's for me to do. Now, before we start guys, if you enjoy this video, please hit that like button. And if you'd like to see any more of my achievement guides or my videos, please smash that subscribe button. I'm at 800 subscribers and I'm so close to 1,000. If you could help me out, that would mean the world to me. Thank you. Why not come over to my Twitch channel? I live stream my achievement hunts all the time. And where I'm a variety streamer, it's never the same thing twice. But enough of me talking guys. Let's jump into Katamari Damacy and let's go find them presents. Okay, so first off we're going to go to level 2, which is Make a Star 2. We will start off inside the house. Now what I will say for most of these presents is I would suggest getting to at least the size the level expects you to get to. For example, this level expects me to get to 20 centimeters. This will just help you not have to stress if you do find the present but you're not big enough to pick it up. And it does make you freak out if you don't have a lot of time left and you really need that present. So what I would suggest to do is get to 20 centimeters. Once you're past the 20 centimeter goal, we're going to go outside, we're going to roll through some books, and we're going to see all of this madness going on out in the garden. As you can see here, there is a little Santa or gnome-like man riding around the garden, and he has two little turkey legs pulling his sled along. Now, on this footage, I do not show you the present as I did collect it by mistake without recording it. This was probably the only present that I found by mistake. But yes, as I said, get to at least 20 centimeters, then make your way outside into the garden. Stand at the door and just wait until you see Santa and two little turkey legs riding past, follow them and pick up your first present. And you will unlock the nice toasty scarf. Now, before we start the next level, I need to tell you something super important about this game. Even though this is a remake, there is no autosave. What the heck was they thinking? This is probably the most annoying part about this game. So I would suggest after every level, go into the little house in the hub world and save in your progress. I say this because I did levels 1 to 9, forgot to save, come back the next day thinking that my Xbox may have saved the progress for the achievement, did the last few levels, and guess what? I got no achievement, no! So yes, please save your progress after every level or you will not get the achievement and you will have to do it again. Super annoying. Anyway, let's get on to level 4. Okay, so now we're moving on to level 3. This is the first time we're going to be outside of the house. Now there are a lot of big ones on this level, so you're going to have to dodge them until you're big enough to pick them up, as I'm doing on screen now. There are a lot of bumps along the way, but don't worry about that. For this one, we need 2 different sizes, but you may as well just get to 50 centimeters. To be able to see the present, we need to be 30 centimeters, but to pick up the present, we need to be 50 centimeters. So go ahead and roll around the level until you hit 50 centimeters. What we're going to do now is go to the center of the map, have a look around and try and find this tree with a swing on it. What we're going to do is keep bumping the tree. As you can see, all loads of fruit are falling out of it. Eventually, we're going to get no more fruit and we're going to get a nice little present. Just like that. As you can see, I was at 51 centimeters and still couldn't pick it up. So have a little roll around, pick up the fruit that fell out of the tree. And once you're at 55 centimeters, you'll be able to grab the present. Now all you need to do is sit in the corner and let the time run out. I will say though, there is another achievement to this game which is quite hard. You need to pick up every item at least once. So you may want to sit in a corner and wait for the time to run out, but you also may want to get around the map and pick up as much as you can in the minutes you have left. But either way, keep a hold of the present and level 3 is all yours. Level 3 will unlock us a chef's hat. Okay, once you've saved your progress, we're going to level 4 now, and we're going to be getting the Champion's Belt. We're going to be starting inside of the house just like the second level, but this time we need to get to 1 meter. So just like before, start collecting them little items. So for this one, we don't need to be 1 meter to pick up the present, but we do need 1 meter to complete the level. So start working your way towards that goal. To pick up the present in this level, you need to be at least 50 centimeters. So once you start hitting the 15 centimeter bracket, start going outside and collecting all of the little golf balls and stuff like that. Then once you're around the 20 to 25 mark, I would start making your way back into the house and into the kitchen, as that's where we're going to find the present. Okay, so make your way through the kitchen and there'll be a back room just here. What we're going to do is we're going to go up this pillow and we're going to make our way across the kitchen. Get onto the dinner table, and as you can see, I'm showing you right now, there is your present. But I was a little bit too slow at the minute, so I had to backtrack and get to around 50 centimeters. Once you've got that 50, make your way back to the table, pick up your present, and now start hoovering up everything else in sight. You can lose the present if you bump into stuff, so I would suggest picking up at least 5 to 10 items after the present, so when you do bump into something, you will lose them items instead of the present. As I have done it a couple of times where I got to the end and I accidentally lost it along the way. So make sure you don't do that, and then the Champion's Belt will be yours. Now we are on to level 5. Once we load up, we're going to have to get to at least 50 centimeters to get the next present. So start rolling about. Build up as much size as you can, and then we're going to make our way down into the center of town. You do this by rolling down the big hill once you've explored the first area. The entrance is here, just like on screen now. Please bear in mind you need to be at least 45 centimeters to get through this gap and down the hill. Once you're down here, there's a lot more stuff to collect. If you go into the center of this part of the map, if you look up, you will see a few crows flying around, one of which will be holding a present. If you go to the back, there are a few little ramps you can go up to. If you have enough speed, you can roll off the edge of the ramp and you can pick up the crow that way. This one is really easy and you have a lot of time to get to the size that you need, so no need to worry. On screen now, I'm showing you how to get to the ramp, and then just roll off the edge and get your crow. Now just finish up the level, get to 1.5 meters, and then we have one of my favorite items being a photographer, a camera. Okay, we're about to go on to level 6 now, and this is probably one of the easiest ones to collect. For this one, all we have to do is make our way up to the school. Now, I'll show you the path on my video now, as you may not have done this yet, but it's fairly simple. You will need a little bit of height to reach the balloon, as it is stuck to a balloon, but you won't need that much, don't you worry. And by the time you've got to the balloon, you would have picked up a load of stuff along the way. So personally, I would pick up all of the items you can, try and pick up them pesky rare items that you need for that other achievement, and slowly make your way to the school. I believe I got to around 2 meters before I got to the school. So, roll around, rob some people up, steal their items, and then make your way up there. Once you've hit 2 meters, as you can see on screen, it is literally floating in the middle of the playground. Grab it, and the next secret is all yours. Now, on to number 7. Okay, we're at number 7 now, and we're going back to the school once again. How lucky, we get to go to the same area twice, so it's an easy one to mark off. Once you've loaded up level 7, we're going to make our way to the school yet again. This time it's going to be a little bit trickier. As well as the secret present, there is going to be a bunch of rocks, cars, and sumo wrestlers flying at us. And if you aren't big enough, they will send you flying. So again, I would suggest on this level, roll around and get as big as you can before going there. I think sumo wrestlers are around 2.2 meters to pick them up. So as long as you can pick up the bigger guys, you'll be fine. So as you can see on the screen now, I get to 2 meters and 22 centimeters and make my way up to the school. Now, as you can see all these rocks and that bouncing, our present is also going to be bouncing with these rocks. So now all you have to do is line yourself up with the items bouncing, they all tend to bounce in the same area. So stand next to it where the rocks and the cars are bouncing, and then once you see that present coming, quickly roll into place and you'll be able to grab it. As you can see, I missed the first one. So wait around. And it will come back up. As soon as you see that sumo wrestler drop from the sky, the present is going to be coming straight after it. Then, once you've grabbed that present, finish up the level, get to 6 meters, and then you'll have the apron. Okay, we're getting there now because we are now on level 8. This one is very similar to the last one we was just doing, and also quite easy to do. Once we start level 8, we're going to start off outside. We start off really small, so we've got to start collecting. The first thing we've got to do on this level is get to 45 centimeters, as again, we've got to go down that big hill. So at the start of the level, make sure you collect all the little coins and all the little bits to get them all important centimeters that we need. We're going to make our way over to the 45 centimeter hill, which is just here. Roll your way down that hill and get to the second part of this map. Once you're down the hill, now it's part 2 of this level. Now we need to get to 1.5 meters. So start rolling around, collecting all the little kids and all the people you can, as that seems to be one of the quickest ways to get a lot of height. This one's quite simple as there's a lot of little items in this part of the map. Make your way down into the center of the map if you're struggling to find anything. Once you've got 1.5 meters, make your way to the road and then you'll see a little road turning off with the 1.5 meter blockade. Now we can get through it. And this is where we're going to find our present. Now, when you enter this area, you will see a road going around the whole of the outside of this part of the map. This is where the present is. What we're going to do is drive around this road until we find one of the red trucks. I believe there are about 3 on this level. One of which is going to have the present attached to it on the back. Now, I picked up this present at 1 meter and 75 centimeters. So if you get to this point, you'll be able to pick up the present. And then once you're there, all you need to do is get another 10 meters or so, and you'll be able to complete the level. As you see on screen now, the present will be following, as you can see now, it will be following the truck from behind. Just grab it and it's all yours. And this will get us the guitar. Okay, now we're doing the last of the main levels now. Once we get to number 9, we're going to be getting the Hula Skirt. When you start out on level 9, you're going to want to collect it as much as you can. You're going to want to try and get to around 3 meters before we're able to get the present on this level, as we need to get up to the second town, and to do this we need to get past the 3 meter gap. So, go around the beach, go around the little first village, up the hill into the city, until you get to 3 meters. Once you hit that 3 meter target, go up to the school. Clear the school ground out as we still need all the centimeters we can get. Now when you climb over the school gate, go to the far left of the school playground. There'll be a hole in the wall. Go through the wall and that's where the 3 meter mark is. Now we can get through it. Now once we're into the second town, all we need to do is hit the road directly in front of us. Follow the road until you see this very big brick building on screen now. We're going to have to get on top of it. Simply go to the back of the building like I'm doing now and there'll be a ladder. Hit the ladder and slowly climb up it. The present will be at the top of the tube. Now, all you need to do now is get the 30 meters and we've completed the level. And now we have 1 to 9 secret items. Okay, we've done all levels 1 to 9 and now we're doing the special ones. First off, we're going to the moon level. This is one of the better levels as you essentially eat up the whole world on this level, which is really fun. You get to be one of the biggest Katamaris you can be. Now, to get this present, we're going to have to go into a new area that we haven't really gone into yet, and that is the port. In this place there are a bunch of monsters and superheroes fighting it out, all while boats are passing through. Although we do need to be pretty big to collect the present. One of the superheroes is flying around the map, and in his hands, he's holding the present. You're not stealing my present, mate. Come back here. For this one, as I said, you do need to be quite big as he's flying around. Once you're big enough, he will fly directly into you and you'll get the present. I would suggest getting around to 30, 35, maybe even 40 meters before trying to get this one. As I said, he is quite high up in the air. There are a few ways to cheese this, as you can jump off some ledges to get him, but it's probably just easier to get the desired size and grab him as he flies into you. If you look on screen now, this will be the easiest place to grab it. And then once you've grabbed it, get that 300 meters, become a absolutely mahoosive world. And then we can move on to the next one. For this level, we will get the mask. Okay, so Cygnus is next. I hope I'm saying that right. Cygnus, whatever. Doesn't matter. So, once we get onto Cygnus, we are going to have to pick up a bunch of ducks and eggs. But we don't need to do that. We're here for the present. So, what we're going to do to first off, when we spawn into this level, we're going to pick up all of the eggs in our area. Thankfully, the present is super close to where we spawn, so there isn't really a lot of moving on this one. Once you've collected all the eggs in the area, go down to this ramp here, and before you go out of the door, stop at the bottom of the ramp. Simply go to the right, and it's just sitting there waiting for you. Now, the best part about this level is that there is no requirement to get to a size, so all of the eggs and stuff you've picked up, you can just hold on to them and let the time run out. And this will unlock the ducky. Okay, now we're going after the Corona Borealis. Now this one is really easy. We start off outside as usual with a little ball. When we first start out, this map will get to around 50 centimeters, so we can already get down that 45 centimeter path, and that is where we need to go to get the present. So, in the first couple minutes, I'd say just collect some of the items on the first area, maybe try and get to 1 meter. To pick up this present, you're going to need to be around 1 meter as it's the same size as the chickens. Okay, so once you're nearly at 1 meter, start bouncing down the hill. Come through the centerpiece here, pick up a few items, and now we're on the way to the chickens. There we go. If you go underneath the bridge, it's sitting right there. All you need to do, get up the little step, pick up the chickens, and there's our present. You don't need to get to 1 meter, but you might as well. It's easier that way, and you can pick up more stuff along the way. Now there's only a few left to do. Let's go get them. Okay, next one is Virgo, and don't worry, this one is super easy. As soon as we start, we can see it on our screen. I've highlighted it just here. To get to this present, we need to get to around 2.8 to 3 meters. This is because we need to get on top of that umbrella. Now this is fairly easy. We can stay in the area, get all the little items. There are a lot of people standing in groups, so you can grow quite quickly. You do get quite a lot of time on this level also, so you shouldn't have any issue with this one. As you're creeping up to 2.8 like I'm doing now, start getting close to it as there are groups of people around it just to fill up the last few centimeters. And now you can kind of cheese it a little bit. You can kind of get the corner of it, so you don't need the umbrella, we just need the present. And just like that, we grabbed it, we get the last few items, and then we can just wait it out. Or if you're looking for the other achievement, carry on collecting all them other items. Now we've only got a couple left to do, but the next two are a bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, next up we're doing Ursa Major, and I did say this one is a bit of a pain. This is because if you touch any bear-like item in this level, you will stop the level. This is super annoying, as at first I thought it meant real bears that are walking around, but it also means teddy bears, bear statues, anything bear-like, so do not go anywhere near them. For this one, it's floating in the road. A lovely chap is holding it on a balloon, so we need to get high enough to grab him. This one was a bit of a trial and error of what I could and couldn't grab, but if you watch on screen now, it's pretty much anything that isn't a bear. Anything else, it's free game. We're going to need to get to around 2.5 to 3 meters to grab this guy. Depending on where he's on the map, depends on how big you need to be, because there are some like variations on height. But just to be safe, go closer to 3 meters. And then come up to the road and we're going to start hunting him down. But please be careful of the statues, as some of them are quite well hidden. I did get caught out a couple of times, like going over something that looked nothing like a bear, but apparently was. So yeah, take this one nice and slow. collect all the items, pick up all the people, make sure you don't pick up any bear people along the way. And on the screen now, we just saw him floating about. So now we know what he looks like. Finish up getting all the centimeters you need. As you can see on screen, as he's going down the hill, I'm still at the top of the hill, which meant I didn't have to be as big as I needed to be. But as you can see, I was 3 meters when I grabbed him. Make sure you don't get hit by the bear and drop it like I did. And then yeah, now all we got to do is just pick up any old bear and we can finish the level. And this one will award us a superhero scarf. Way. Okay, 2 more, and the next one is just as annoying, if not more annoying. Okay, next up is Taurus, and yep, this one is definitely more annoying than Ursa Major. This is mainly because if you touch anything cow-like, you will end the level. That means cows, bottles of milk, anything with a cow pattern on it. This one is a lot trickier than the bear one. Okay, first things first, we're going to need to get to 3 meters. Okay, first things first, we need to get to at least 3 meters. You're really going to want to take this one slow, as there is a lot of cow stuff in this level. There's even cones with cow print on them that will stop the level as well. Please do not mess this one up. This one took me about 6 or 7 attempts, and it was nearly a controller thrower. We persevered, we got through it, it's all good. So yeah, as I said, nice and slow with this one, pick up anything small, and eventually we'll be able to pick up quite a few people, and that will get us to the 3 meters that we need. Once we've got the 3 meters, we're going to come over to the school, but instead of going through the wall like we would come normally, we're going to go up the hill behind it. And this will allow us to get on top of the roof if we're big enough. If you aren't, go grind some more centimeters, then come back. But if you are, get on top of the triangle roof, roll over it, and you'll get onto the flat roof. This is where it gets super duper tricky. For some reason, they decided to put a bunch of cows on top of the roof where you need to go and get the secret. As I said, if you touch a cow, it's going to end the level. And then if that happens, this whole thing's going to be for nothing, and it's going to be a waste of time. We don't want that. So you've really got to take this bit slow. Around the corner, there is a ramp. We need to line ourselves up to that ramp and roll off the edge of the school onto the present that's floating. Now that sounds tricky, and that's because it actually is. This one was a bit of a pain in the ass. You can get lucky with where the cows are on the roof. The first couple of times I got super unlucky. That would not leave the ramp alone, so I could not even line myself up to jump. So this one might take you a couple of attempts, or if you're quick enough to get to 3 meters, you're going to have enough time to do a few runs of it. But yes, get to 3 meters, go to the back of the school, climb up onto the roof, and slowly make your way around to the ramp, jump off the roof, and it's all yours. Last but not least, we have the North Star. Now this one couldn't be any easier. We literally just have to roll forward, keep rolling forward, roll a bit more forward, make sure you pick up a few items along the way. And there he is. You'll find this present on the other side of the forest, where there's a little mine entrance. So once you have the present, you're going to need to pick up a few more items, as the game won't let us stop instantaneously. We'll have to get a bunch of stuff until the game deems that we have enough. We don't actually need to get 10 meters, but we are going to get around 6 or 7. And yeah, once you've done that, that is our last present, and you will have unlocked the Present Hunter achievement. Unlike me, because I didn't save. Why didn't I save? But don't worry, that is on my to-do list, so it's going to get there eventually. And yeah, that's all done and dusted. We're all finished up. I hope you guys enjoyed my guide. If I helped you out in any way, please hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. I've changed around my channel a little bit, so I've got a few new playlists up there. So why not check them out? But thank you so much for watching, guys. It means the world to me. Do you have any games that you want to see me 100%? Let me know down in the comments section. But until next time, guys, I've been Morvi, and I'll see you later. Peace.